We've seen the destruction when trains carrying dangerous cargo explode. Recently, it's only been in tracks in far-off places. But those tracks and our world are becoming increasingly connected. So could it happen here? If you live in Western New York, chances are one of these train tracks is near you. News 4's Luke Moretti and News 4 Investigates have been exploring this important story. Luke is here now. Luke.
Yeah, Diana, huge amounts of crude oil are traveling by rail these days. There has been tremendous growth in oil production here in the United States, and that has federal regulators looking at what can be done to mitigate potential safety risks to railroad communities, like here in Western New York. A December 30th train derailment in North Dakota clearly highlights concerns about shipping crude by rail. It prompted the U.S. Department of Transportation to issue a safety alert in early January that warns about the potential high volatility of crude from the Bakken region in eastern Montana and western North Dakota. Recent derailments and resulting fires indicate that the type of crude oil being transported from the Bakken region may be more flammable than traditional heavy crude oil, the alert states. The Bakken region, which stretches through parts of Montana and North Dakota, is one of the most active oil fields in the U.S., producing almost 1 million barrels a day.
North Dakota is the fastest growing oil field in America, and 40% of the oil that they produce comes right through Buffalo on its way to refineries in the East Coast. And unlike in other areas, they don't go through empty spaces. They go through very populated areas. So if you have, God forbid, one explosion like the one in Canada or one in North Dakota, you could have far many more people hurt and even killed.
It's estimated that crude oil shipments by rail have increased by over 400% since 2005.
As they produce more and more crude oil, it has to be shipped somehow, and without the pipeline infrastructure, that leaves tank cars.
Regulators are concerned about the safety of DOT 111 tank cars, considered the workhorse of the rail industry. Today, most of them are older models with a record of tank failures, according to the National Transportation Safety Board.
When you've got a 30-year-ish life on a tank car, you don't want those tanks rolling around any longer than you have to.
They should be made safe, particularly now. This is a brand new phenomenon. The amount of oil that's transported by rail cars almost doubles every 2 years now.
Well, there's a good chance you have seen these DOT 111 rail cars rolling through our community. Federal safety investigators have said the DOT 111's design is, quote, inadequate, and say its performance is, quote, poor. We're going to take a closer look at that coming up at 6. Luke Moretti, News 4.
Look forward to it. Thank you, Luke.